This next section will focus on content. I will start by sharing some of the key points found in this article. The first is to adapt curriculum to connect with students' background knowledge, previous experiences, their student voice, and identity. So that is really knowing the students in your classroom and making the curriculum fit students by understanding the knowledge and experience students bring into your classroom and allowing the curriculum to reflect their identities so that the curriculum is meaningful to them and then it promotes deeper learning and understanding. In order to do so, teachers need to have instructional openness to the cultures of the students to help build a sense of community in the classroom. Teachers need to show, validate, and acknowledge the different cultures in their classroom to make students comfortable to share their own experiences. If teachers are not creating this inclusive climate, then students aren't going to be willing to share their knowledge and understanding. And lastly is to interpret curriculum expectations in light of students' prior experiences so that our curriculum is fitting our students. An example of this was Robin Prasad. The article spoke about him. He works for Peel District School Board as an educator. He is an exemplar because he really validates students' stories as sources of knowledge by seeing them as relevant, valid, and knowledgeable worthy experiences by allowing students to share their experiences in the classroom, and he validates them as sources of knowledge. In allowing students to share their stories, this really enhanced students' ability for communication. As they told stories orally and in writing, through sharing their stories, they developed practice and they learned through practicing over and over again. It really enhanced their communication skill set. Robin also encouraged students to use their L1, which validated multilingual realities of their lives. So often in real life, students are code switching, and he allowed this in the classroom as that is the reality of their lives, is like learning appropriate situations of code switching and developing their ability to effectively code switch and effectively enhancing their ability to communicate effectively. An example assignment that Robin used was the Canada Food Guide. He created healthy food guides to be reflective of students' cultural cuisines. So he had students modify the food guide, the Canada Food Guide, to be reflective of their own life and the foods that they eat in accordance with the expectations so that it was healthy. Because the Canada Food Guide isn't necessarily the most diverse, and it doesn't include all the different cultural foods and all the different cultures we are lucky to have in Canada. So I thought this was a very neat assignment. Other pedagogical considerations in general is to know your student population so that you can adapt your curriculum accordingly. The other is to have a reciprocal constructivist approach, so allowing students to be sources of knowledge and not being the sole bearer of knowledge. Lastly is to take the initiative to learn about your students' cultures. You want to take that initiative to study where they are and where they're from. You want to take what they are telling you, but also to take that initiative to study on your own to learn more and more. And to be flexible with the curriculum so that the curriculum is meeting the needs of our students.